Okay, apparently there's a lot of crap I left out on the last video. That was my mistake. There's a bunch of shit I should have said in it, which would have made a lot of questions I received invalid, but since I let them out, they were very, very valid points. Let's see if I can actually line myself up with this thing. Okay, I'm doing my best to stare at the camera, which I don't normally do because I'm normally looking at a preview window. But right now I'm doing this because my internet is shit right now and doesn't want to work. So I'm doing this for when I have internet later and can upload this, or I may just connect my laptop to a hotspot and get it up that way. So if I say my internet shit and somehow this video gets up, that's why. Okay. One person mentioned, why did it take them this long to reach out to us? Well, so that's why they believed it wasn't sincere, because of how long it took to reach out to us. Well, one thing I want to clarify is no mothers reached out to us. In fact, one thing I will give away is that the father of the person who actually shot my brother is the one who reached out. That's the one who basically put out a message to save face. That was the second person. So apparently she was the one who was brainwashed, so none of it was her fault. Okay, here's what's going on. The reason it took them so long to reach out is because apparently the first person actually attempted to reach out through the police department. They contacted the police for our contact information, and nothing ever came of that. I didn't ask what happened, did the cops ever respond back or not. They just said nothing came of that, which means either one or two things happened. Either the cops fucking toilet. No, that was quick. Either the cops disregarded the contact information, or it was given to a third party, and the third parties basically either tossed it out or made the decision for us that we couldn't handle it. I don't know what happened. I don't want to make assumptions, which I basically just did. Now, the part of taking so long to contact us, try to put yourself in that person's shoes. Imagine if a relative of yours did some psychotically heinous act, taking a life, whatever. Would you contact the family that your relative attempted to destroy or destroyed? Don't you think that would be slightly difficult for them to do? Think about this. You're going to get one of two responses. Either that family wants nothing to fucking do with the people connected to who destroyed their family, or they're going to understand that you had nothing to do with that and accept your apology. Now, there's nothing for the family member to apologize for because they personally did not do anything. You cannot control the acts of another. Like I said, free will is a bitch. So yeah, it could have gone one of two ways. When I first told my mother about this message, she asked me a question and this is gonna bite me in the ass. She asked me the question that annoys me the most. How do you feel about that? That question annoys me. If you can't tell how somebody feels right away, don't ask. Well, that's the way I say it, because it doesn't matter what tone I use to handle the phone, answer the phone. I'm always asked what's wrong when there's not always something wrong. Trust me, if I'm pissed and I answer the phone, you'll know it. Again, that's going to come back and bite me in the ass. But again, the person who wanted to save face was the father of the person who shot my brother. Now it's coming through. Okay, let's see. Fuck it. It's going through. So that's that. Let's see, did I cover everything? Yeah, so with no mothers I contacted, it was the father, the one who actually had been on the news. So yes, you may not see it sincere, but I personally did. Like I said, it's kind of hard to contact the family when one of your relatives attempted to destroy them. I mean, to contact them the next day would have been stupid. I mean, that would have been hell, but I can understand. If they did take this long, I can understand why. Like I said, they tried to go to the police. They got nowhere. So they sent a message through his Facebook page. The father, I don't know how he contacted my sister, whether it was through her Facebook page or not, I had no idea. I just got the message on a text. So, that should answer that question. Do I believe the first person was sincere? Yes. Like I said, I can understand why it would take so long and why it would be so difficult to write that. The family member of that person was responsible for a lot of shit, and they weren't sure how they would be receptive or seen, which I can understand because some people would have gone batshit crazy. I'm not one of those people. I don't attack one person for the actions of another. I just not the way I do it. Anyways, that's about it. If there's still any questions or I forgot to mention something, just let me know. I try to cover everything, make it as short as possible, but apparently damn, it's almost as long as the other video. That sucks. See if I can stop these both at the same time since I'm using a microphone right here and a camera.